Before we unlock this file, I want you to reconsider what worship looks like. We tend to think of it as bowing in a temple or reciting ancient sutras. But what if I told you the most powerful religion in modern Japan doesn't use incense? It uses pink ribbon.
You are talking about kawaii culture. That seems like a stretch, comparing Hello Kitty to a religion. It is just pop culture. It is marketing.
Is it? Think about the structure of Japanese history. For centuries, the society revolved around a symbolic center, the emperor, a figure who was often unseen, rarely spoke, and served as a vessel for the nation's emotions. A symbolic emperor.
Okay, the Shacho Tenno. The symbol of the state and the unity of the people.
Exactly. Now, look at modern Japan, the oshikatsu phenomenon, the fanatical support of idols, the devotion to characters. It is the same software, just running on different hardware. We are not looking at a fashion trend here. We are looking at the evolution of emperor worship into a decentralized, capitalist theology. And it all starts with a rebellion against the old gods.
A rebellion. I thought kawaii was about conformity.
It is now, but it started as a riot. Open the document. Let's look at page 1.
The silent insurrection. This is the 1970. The image is a close-up of a pencil tip.
This is where the liturgy changed. In the 1970s, Japanese schools were factories for the salaryman and the office lady. The script was vertical, rigid, Confucian. It was the handwriting of authority.
And the slide says the schoolgirls rebelled with Maruijai. Round writing.
They started writing in these loopy, round, childish characters. They added hearts. They broke the grid. Teachers went crazy. They banned it. They called it a psychological disorder.
Why? It is just handwriting.
Because in a high-context culture like Japan, form is morality. By rejecting the vertical, sharp lines of tradition, these girls were rejecting the adult hierarchy. They were refusing to become the obedient subjects the state demanded.
So it was a calculated rejection of the adult world.
Precisely. But here is where the evolutionary lens kicks in. In nature, when a threat is too big to fight, you don't bare your teeth. You roll over. You show your belly. You become harmless.
So this wasn't an attack. It was a retreat.
It was a survival strategy. They created a new sanctuary, a world of soft edges where the harsh reality of the post-war economic machine couldn't touch them. But as we know in capitalism, even a sanctuary can be sold.
Which brings us to the most famous face of this movement, or the faceless face. Page 2.
The commodified mask. And here she is. Hello Kitty.
$8 billion in revenue. That is a massive empire.
Now, apply our lens. Look at her design. What is missing?
The mouth. Mouth deleted to allow infinite emotional projection.
Exactly. Now, think about the emperor historically. He often sat behind a screen. He didn't issue direct, loud commands like a Western king. He was a silent presence that unified the wa, the harmony. He was a vessel for the people's projection.
You are saying Hello Kitty is an imperial figure.
I am saying she functions on the same psychological mechanism. Because she has no mouth, she cannot disagree with you. She cannot break the harmony. She is the perfect symbolic monarch for a consumer society.
Industrial scale emotional arbitrage. So we project our feelings onto her, just like people projected their hopes onto the emperor.
Yes, and Sanrio monetized that royal silence. The slide calls it a mask placed over a society fracturing under economic stagnation. As the actual economy slowed down, the symbolic economy of cuteness exploded. It is the opiate of the masses, delivered in a cat shape.
But why does it work so well? Why are we so susceptible to this specific shape?
Because we are biologically hardwired to serve. Let's look at the hardware. Page 3.
Neural hijacking. We are looking at an MRI scan here. The orbitofrontal cortex lights up.
This is the Kindchen schema. The baby schema. Big eyes, round face, high forehead.
It says it triggers a reaction in 140 milliseconds. Privileged access.
Faster than you can think. In evolutionary biology, this is a survival mechanism for infants. If you look cute, the adults don't kill you. They take care of you. They worship you with care.
And the slide mentions karoshi, death by overwork.
This is the K. Japan is a high-stress hive. The pressure to perform is lethal. When the brain sees something kawaii, it releases dopamine. It narrows focus. It induces a state of caregiving.
A performance-enhancing drug.
It is palliative care for a dying workforce. Oshikatsu, supporting your favorite idol or character, is essentially a biohack. By devoting yourself to this cute, helpless object, you manufacture a sense of purpose and chemical relief that your job doesn't give you.
So we aren't just buying toys. We are buying a dopamine hit to survive the office.
We are buying a reason to live. In the past, you served the Lord or the Emperor. Now, you serve the idol. You support them. The act of service itself reduces your stress. It is a biological feedback loop.
But this service has a dark side, especially for women. The slide on gender is bleak. Page 4.
The passivity algorithm. Japan ranks 125th in the Gender Gap Index. This is the reality of the hive.
It says women adopt the shoujo identity, the perpetual girl, to shield themselves from the demands of adulthood.
Think about the Miko, the shrine maiden. In Shinto, the female vessel is often seen as pure, untouched, and ageless. In the modern corporate patriarchy, becoming an adult woman means becoming a threat or a servant.
So they choose to be a girl instead.
They use the handicap principle. In biology, you signal that you are not a threat by acting berriko, feigning incompetence, acting silly and cute. You disarm the male hierarchy.
The weaponization of helplessness. It is a survival strategy.
It is. If you are kawaii, you are exempt from the brutal expectations placed on strong women. You survive the system by refusing to fully enter it. You become a protected species within the office.
But isn't that regression? Isn't that holding women back?
From a Western feminist perspective, absolutely. From a Japanese evolutionary perspective, it is a brilliant adaptation to a rigged game. If you cannot win by fighting, you win by being worshipped as a mascot.
That sounds ancient, like we are replaying a very old script.
Because we are. This isn't pop culture. It is deep culture. Go to page 5.
The ancient Kernel. We are going back 1,000 years. Year 1002. Say Shonagon.
Asterisk, the pillow book asterisk. She wrote about Utsukashiai. Today we translate that as beautiful, but back then it meant beloved or cute. And specifically, things that are small and pitiable.
Kawaii means pitiable. Kawaii means cute. They are related.
They are the same root. In Japan, love is inextricably linked to pity, to mono no aware, the sadness of fragile things.
So we love things asterisk, because asterisk, they are weak.
Exactly. This is the core of emperor worship and idol culture. You don't worship the idol because they are perfect and strong like a Western superhero. You worship them because they are trying their best, because they are vulnerable,
That explains why Japanese idols are often inexperienced or clumsy compared to K-pop stars, who are perfect performers.
Yes, the immaturity is the feature, not the bug. It triggers that protection instinct. I must support them because they cannot survive without me. It is the feudal contract of loyalty, repurposed for pop music.
The preservation of the vulnerable. It is a noble sentiment, actually.
It is, until the pressure becomes too much, until the harmony, crushes the individual so completely that the cuteness starts to rot.
You mean the glitch. Page 6.
System failure, Yami-Kawaii, sick cute.
This visual is disturbing. Needles, bandages, but everything is pastel pink.
This is what happens when you repress everything to maintain the kawaii mask. The trauma has to go somewhere.
The text says it is the sublimation of trauma.
Japan is a culture that prioritizes wa above truth. You cannot complain. You cannot scream. So the scream manifests aesthetically. You dress in Yami-Kawaii to signal, I am broken, but I am still performing the ritual of cuteness.
It is a cry for help disguised as a fashion statement.
It is the emperor's new clothes, but the clothes are made of medical gauze. It reveals the lie of the domesticated horizon. We are pushing the biological organism too far.
And where does that push lead us? What is the end game of a society that weaponizes cuteness?
The end game is a different kind of human. Turn to page 7.
The domesticated horizon. The text mentions human self-domestication.
This is the final verdict of our evolutionary lens. We are selecting for friendliness.
Survival of the friendliest.
Japan is the testing ground for the future of the species. As the world becomes a concrete hive, dense, resource-poor, high stress, aggression becomes a liability.
You cannot have alpha males fighting in a crowded subway train.
Exactly. You need docile, cooperative, kawaii citizens. Oshikatsu provides the synthetic purpose. Kawaii aesthetics provide the synthetic comfort.
So Japan isn't just weird. It is ahead.
It is the blueprint for the pacification of the human race. We are breeding ourselves to look like Hello Kitty because it is the only way to survive the high-density future without killing each other.
That is terrifying and also kind of cute.
And that is exactly why it will work. The future is a nursery, and we are all the children, waiting for our dopamine allowance.
I think I need to look at my Hello Kitty plushie differently tonight.
Don't just look at it. Worship it. It is the new god of the hive.
I'll meet myself up